Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you can stick to your calories, but only for a few days? You start really strong, you're tracking, you're focused, but then suddenly you're overeating in the evenings. You're snacking more than planned, and you're just completely going off track, and you think, oh, I just need to be more disciplined. But in most cases, that is not the problem. You're not failing your calories, it's your structure that's failing you. Welcome back. So if you're new here and this is the first video you've ever watched, I help people build results that actually last without extremes or constantly starting over. And one of the most common struggles I see with clients is this. They know their calorie target, but they can't stick to it consistently, not because they don't care or want it, but because the way they're trying to hit those calories is just setting them up to fail. So today I'm going to show you exactly why this happens and how to fix it. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Calories look so simple on paper. You get a number, you try and hit it, done. But real life isn't like that, because your hunger, your energy, your routine, they all change throughout the day. And if your calories aren't structured properly, you'll feel it. If we look here and you have a small to non-existent breakfast, a light lunch, and then a huge evening meal. Now, this is how a lot of people unknowingly try and eat. They try and be good through the day, have a light breakfast, a smallish lunch, and they're trying to save their calories for later. But here's what happens. By evening, you're starving. Your willpower is low, your energy is low, and your hunger is really, really high. And that's when things go off track. Now, to be clear, this isn't the same for everyone. Some people can get away with smaller meals throughout the day and they feel absolutely fine. They might naturally have lower hunger levels, or their hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin respond completely differently. So they don't get that strong buildup of hunger in the evening, and that's fine. But if you're watching this and your evenings feel like a battle, this next part applies to you. Because for people that struggle, the structure is exactly what creates this problem. You don't overeat at night because of the discipline thing. You overeat at night because you've underate during the day. I see this all the time. Clients will say, I'm really good during the day, it's just the evenings, and I can't break down why. But they've had a small breakfast, a light lunch, and maybe a snack. And then they're expecting themselves to be under complete control at 8 p.m. when they're physically and mentally drained. That's not a discipline problem. That's a structure problem. Your body's not stupid. If you consistently undereat earlier throughout the day, your hunger's going to build up. Your cravings increase. Your body's and brain is going to push you to try and eat more. This is why evenings feel harder. Your hunger's at the highest, your willpower is then also at the lowest, and your decision fatigue is the highest. So, ideally, what we need to do is have a good breakfast, a good lunch, and then a good evening meal, leading us to the same amount of calories. So instead of saving those calories, we distribute them evenly throughout the day. So your energy is stable, your hunger is more controlled, and your evenings feel easier. So what do we actually do? Number one, stop under eating early. You don't need this tiny breakfast. You don't need to try and save your calories all the time for later on. You need to start your day fueled up. Step two, anchor your meals with protein. I've said this before, but protein helps with your fullness, your energy, and your hormone balance, which helps with cravings. So if your meals aren't great in protein, you're going to feel that later throughout the day, especially with your satiety. Number three, build structure. Instead of guessing, have a rough structure for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maybe, 500 calories for breakfast, 500 calories for lunch, 500 calories for dinner, 500 calories on snacks. This reduces decision fatigue massively. Or even better, have a roster of meals that you like, you know what you're doing, and just rotate those. Step four, plan your evening meals better. If your evenings are your weak points, plan for them. Don't hope you'll stay on track. Set yourself up. Have meals you enjoy and look forward to. Number 5, shift your perspective. Most people think I just don't have that control at night. But the real question is, what did I do earlier in the day that led to this? Because your evening behavior is usually a reflection of your daytime setup. So here's what I want you to take from this. If you're struggling to stick with your calories, don't blame your willpower. Look at how you structured your meals. Be honest with yourself. Are you under eating earlier and then fighting to survive later on? If this has hit home, comment the word structure below in the comments, because I read every single one. And if you want help building that nutrition plan that actually works for life, make sure you subscribe, because this is exactly what this channel is about. See you soon.